intellectuals. This is storytelling, presented by Active. Tonight we have a very, very special guest. Hometown local, hometown hero, all around guy. Tonight we're going to be talking about self-awareness. No better person to talk about self-awareness than the king himself. Mr.
What's going on? What's up, baby? Bigger Bag Tim, man. Mr. Bigger Bag Tim.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you. Tonight we're talking about self-awareness. And one of the reasons that Active chose to talk to you is because your story precedes your presence. By that I mean people trust you.
Right.
They seen your life, they know you for real, and they know your story is for real.
Right.
And so I think you're one of the brothers that we can relate to that is totally self-aware. So tonight we're going to talk about self-awareness.
Right.
I know you just did your video shoot yesterday. I heard about it. How was that?
Amazing, great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good turnout. I think the people gonna enjoy watching. I think they're gonna get a lot from it. And we still got a couple more scenes we gotta finish up, but other than that, they're gonna love it.
And I know you got an album coming out. Time is
Moolah, man. You know, and that's when I say time is moolah, that mean everything. It go from so many angles. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, man, doing time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really just want to just emphasize on about wasting time. You know what I'm saying, with your life. You know what I'm saying? And time is moolah. Like, man, I feel like everybody should be attacking life at all moments. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
And don't waste no time because it can pass you by.
Right on. So with self-awareness, I'm going to give you a quick definition of self-awareness. Definition: conscious knowledge of one's own character, feelings, motives, and desire. Personal impact of self-awareness. For me, one of the things that helped me to be self-aware, like who I am, and self-awareness is kind of a hard thing to overcome. And so for those of us that have it, blessed like you, King, blessed like me, and a lot of people around us, and actually your whole crew, I could tell they self-aware men, and my crew as well, is just kind of like knowing who you are and where you come from, and like still seeing the best and the great in you, and knowing that that's enough to change every damn thing around you. So for me, that was what led me on the self-awareness path. A lot of times I encounter people that are not so self-aware, and it can be at times a little bit saddening because you think everybody got the juice, but everybody don't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't. And a lot of people take the shit on their plate and wipe it on their face, and some people take the shit on their plate and make it fertilizer. You know? So I would like to ask you, what was your point where you became self-aware of who you are? Moneyback Champ.
Man, it happened in this hood right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just so many people that was around me and that just letting me know who I was, and like letting me know that you different. It's something special about you. You know what I'm saying? So, and I actually feel like, nigga, I'm just like y'all. Then I had to realize, man, I really ain't. I mean, I'm just like y'all, but I really got something special about me. And you know what I'm saying? With them dudes telling me that and making me believe in myself, man, I learned to believe in myself, man, just by just want to keep on going. Cause other than that, man, I just rather be a regular hood nigga, man. But when you tell me that, nah, you special, man, it's something you need to, you know, I believe that. And I believe in the people that told me that.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Right on. Some of the signs of self-awareness, when you can kind of get a hold of yourself and realize that you're on the path of self-awareness, it's the ability to recognize your own emotions and your effect on others. For a long time, I was like down on my own ass because I thought my emotions or my reactions were like over the top or way too much, when in fact it wasn't. It was just who I was in the path of making self-aware, and it often makes other people feel uncomfortable because here's a negative side effect, or what could be considered negative, about self-awareness. You often make other people intimidated, you know? And so people automatically become your enemy. And you weren't even looking for an enemy, you just are sure of yourself. And I know you've experienced that, especially in music, in your life or whatever. Tell me a little bit about your history, how music inspired you, how did you get here?
Man, music it had a big influence on me. And as I got older, I realized what the music can do. So at first I just used to like to rap, just to rap and show that I was good at it. But then when I realized the big influence it had, I realized okay, what can I do? What can I do? If I can just touch one person to make them feel the way I feel, or lead them the way I want to go, you know what I'm saying, to where lead them the right way, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I've been going the wrong way so long, so it's like, okay, if I can tell them and make them just relate to me, if I can just get them to relate to me first, then I can get them to follow me. So first I had to rap about what I went through, the same thing that they going through, even though I ain't going through it no more. But I know what they going through, so I can make them relate to me. Now I can make them follow me when I go to tell them, okay, this the way. But the only way I can go show them to go this way is I gotta be there. Because could nobody tell me, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I know your album is coming out, Time is Moolah. And I've heard this from a couple of people. They say you're a storyteller. That's my stage name, is the Storyteller. The Holy Spirit gave me that name because I tell the stories of people that can't tell their own. Right. Oftentimes in music, we tell the stories of people that can't tell their own stories. Right. And often artists, we do that. What do you think makes an authentic artist? Like, because a whole bunch of people out here faking and shaking, right? I mean, but they were the title. Right. I'm a poet, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer, I'm a gardener, because art is not limited to one thing, and you don't always have to be on stage to be an artist. Right, right. You know, I've seen some of the most beautiful art come from a woman that have never touched a stage. Right. All she did was plant her gardens. Right. So what do you think makes the difference? How do you assess an authentic artist from an artist just doing it for clout, so to speak?
Well, you separate the two when you can look in a person's eyes and know that, nah, that ain't you. You know what I'm saying? When somebody being somebody else, when you see a person that's not authentic, you can tell because you sound like somebody else. And you rapping somebody else's life all the time. And there's no, you know what I'm saying, there's no substance in that flow. You know what I'm saying? So when you got these streets, people looking for substance, something they can feel, something they can go off and something they can change, something in them. Like, I lived my whole life with phrases that came from my song that people saying, I forget I even said it. But when I said it, I knew why I said it, but you know what I'm saying? But and I know it touched them because you done brought it back to me, and I done wrote that about 5 years ago.
I forgot about it. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right
and that's what separate. That's what make a rapper authentic or an artist authentic, because he really speaking from the heart. He not speak. It's not about the money. It's not about the clout. It's not about the fame. Nah, this is what I like to do. I'm gonna get some money anyway. I'm gonna get some money regardless with the music or not. I'm gonna get some money. If I gotta go wash dishes and be the best dishwasher I can be.
You understand me?
I ain't finna sell my soul and be a fake person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be the best dishwasher they got.
Right.
You know
right.
Yeah.
Right on. Right on. For me, I'm what you would consider a fan of yours. The reason why I say that is because I keep up with my community, and I love my hood because my hood loved me back. My hood loved me first. And I'm originally a native of Louisiana, but I love all hoods because I think you get the best love out of a hood. Right. I think you run into some of the most richest people, not monetary, I mean spiritual wise in the hood. So I love the hood because the hood loves me back. Right. So I've kept up with things that go on in the hood. So when I first encountered you, I went to school with your brother years ago, whom I love. It may have been about, Jane, about how many years ago I ran here? Probably about 2, 3? About 3 years ago, I ran into you on the internet because I'm a private person. I'm in the hood, but I don't go too many places. And so at the time, I remember your name, which is your old name, Money Trump. Money Trump. And so I knew just from me watching you through my little phone, which I call my computer, that you were a man that was making moves in this town. That you were a black man that was definitely self-aware, a black man that was unafraid to be himself in front of other black men, which I think is very strong and empowering. And we need more black men that are unafraid to be themselves and stand true in their story. So when you changed your name, man, I'm like, what the fuck? So what was the name change about? Tell me, what was the name change about?
Man, just to be sharp about it, man, and be straight and blunt, Donald Trump messed that all the way up, you know what I'm saying? He messed it all the way up because, you know, we not rocking with that. If anything, like when I'm dealing with this music, it's a different game, you know what I'm saying? Like in the streets, they gonna continue to call me Money Trump, you know what I'm saying? But when you dealing with this game and you trying to make it to another level, you know what I'm saying? You dealing with people that are, you know, it's people that'll look away, and I don't want nobody to feel like and try to put me in the same circle that I'm supporting him at all. You know what I'm saying? Especially if my people ain't riding with you, I ain't riding with you. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't feel like my people riding with him. It might be some house niggas that's riding with him, but them niggas in the field like these, they not riding with him because you ain't made them feel no type of way.
So you changed the name so that the people that you love and support will feel more comfortable with who you are.
Right, because my real name is Tim anyway.
Yeah.
And my whole thing, you know what I'm saying, and I just feel like everybody want a bigger bag. You know
So is that what inspired the new name?
Yeah.
So tell me about the inspiration and the thought process for the new name. Say it again for us.
I just feel like, man, you know what I'm saying, like dealing with my real name is Timothy Johnson, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that because that's what my mama named me. But so when they call me Tim, so you know what I'm saying, like me, I just want to be, this time I just realized how serious life is. I see how serious life is getting as far as my incarceration, you know what I'm saying? It's shit is so serious, I want to be authentic. Like I said, I want to be authentic as possible. And this time when I'm getting music, I want to give them me, more of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gave them the streets, I gave them the trap talk, you know what I'm saying? Now I want to give them a little more of me. You know what I'm saying?
So with you saying that, giving us a little more of you, what should I be looking for on your new album, Time Is Moolah, that's going to let me know I'm getting more of you?
Oh, man, I'm going to be in my feelings on that thing a little bit, and I'm going to be...
Really?
Yeah, I just want to touch their spirit. You know, like I say, man, when I first came into music, I wanted to kill them. Now, I want to give them life. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to kill whoever was rapping. I want to show you, you can't mess with me, I got this. Yeah. But now, I want to inspire, I want to give life to you. Yeah. Because time and past, I get a little older and I get a little wiser. I done did that. I feel like I did what I supposed to do at that time. I ain't stuck in that time. Yeah. It's growth in me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now, they finna hear the growth, they finna see the growth. Yeah. When they get that album, you know what I'm saying?
So new name, new sound.
Yeah, new sound, new feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, where you get a better feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, Epic is a great feel, you know what I'm saying, just to start out with. You know what I'm saying? It's a great feel song, and a lot of this, you know what I'm saying, it's still gonna be street, but you will hear more knowing that, okay, nah, he different. You know what I'm saying? And the way that I'm leading you to is not gonna lead you to that brick wall or behind that brick wall. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm walking now, you know what I'm saying? I got to lead by example, so being that I realized my leadership role, when I was going to court, I just realized, I prayed, I like, man, God, if I make it through this here, man, if I can just come out in the right time, man, I take my leadership role way more serious. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here. So I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I gave God my word. You know what I'm saying?
I gave God my word.
I gave God my word.
Right on.
Yeah, child.
Hey, that's a poem. I might write about that. I gave God my word. It's so important when you give God your word.
Right.
That's what's up. Speaking of God, you're way more whatever than me in my artistry. Or maybe almost equal. I just have a different artistry where I'm poetry. God is in everything I see and do. Right. I feel like that might be like that for you. I don't want to overspeak for you, but am I wrong or right?
No, go ahead first.
Okay, so how do you, as an artist, separate? Because for me, poetry is my pleasure. Okay, it's my pleasure. I do it because it saved my life. I ran into it because I needed my life saved. I've been doing it since I was 9 years old. It was the only thing I've ever had is my pen and my pad. And so me and poetry, we have an ongoing love affair.
Right.
Sometimes we get mad at each other, we fall out, we fight, we make up.
Right.
I love poetry, and poetry loves me.
I started off loving it too.
And
I wasn't the best at it, but I sure wanted to make some words. I started out with poems, just making stuff rhyme.
I think music is poetry.
Yeah.
I think anything that's written is poetry. I think anything that's beautiful is poetry.
Yeah.
That cat over there with babies in her belly, I think that's walking poetry.
Yeah.
And so, for me, I see poetry in everything. But here's what I'm going to ask you as a professional. You've been at this professional level much more longer than me. I'm just not introducing it to myself. Bubba Pool of Active is helping me do it. Jessica Pickering of John's Elite is helping me do it. My family's helping me do it and believing in me. But I have a hard time trying to separate the business from the pleasure. How do you, as an artist who's been on the professional side, how do you conduct your business with the pleasure of what you love? I want you to tell me, because I need tips on that. Like, how do you still be about business and still do what you love?
Well, you know, man, what I love is my family. So it ain't that hard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So my business is to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes that's behind me, I consider them family. So the music is for them. Yeah. My work at I get up at 5 in the morning and do it for the fam over there. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So my whole life is I mean, I feel like, man, God fill you up with so much love, man. And I feel like, man, I'm just so full of love. I'm just a big-hearted person, so I don't feel like I feel like I got enough for it all. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he built me enough. Sometimes I might feel like, dang. But I feel like, nah, that's how he built me. He built me to love. And I feel like love conquers all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a conqueror, you feel me? I'm trying to make sure I conquer everything that I'm trying to do. You feel me? So love conquers all. I believe in that. I truly believe that love conquers all. So that's been one of my best phrases when it comes to love anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that the love you have, it makes it so not hard for you to do your pleasure and mix the business.
Yeah, cause I get pleasure out of. I might get pleasure out of just. I don't get pleasure going out and doing shows, and that's business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get pleasure when I go watch my little boy play football. You know what I'm saying? That's pleasure for me to see him get a good tackle. I get pleasure out of seeing him want to be greater than me. You know what I'm saying? So that's my pleasure. You know what I'm saying? My pleasure is my kids, my family, seeing them smiles on their face. You know what I'm saying? And I get the pleasure out of that.
How many babies you got?
I got 4.
4. I got 6.
Well, I got 5. My bad.
Yeah. Hey. Already. But you're living for all of them. That's cool.
Yeah, I love them all.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got 5.
How old are you, baby?
I'm 37.
I didn't mean to call you baby to son you.
Nah, you
I'm old fashioned, so you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to think I'm disrespecting you as a man.
Man, you good.
That's cool, bro.
I promise, be yourself and do how you do, and you're gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you got 4 babies.
5.
How many 5 babies. How many sons you got?
How many sons? I got 4 sons.
4 sons.
1 little girl.
Yeah. You got the whole world on your shoulders.
They a handful, man, to say it. But they keep me motivated, because that's all they want is some money. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to do nothing but spend some money. Right. They just want to spend it right
Mine too. And cakes and snacks and shit.
Yeah.
So, for me, with my reason why I asked you the question about business and pleasure is because I wrote for years on my own, not really wanting to share. It was just between me, God, my pen, and my pad. And then God started pushing me to no, say it out loud. No, I want other people to hear it. So I was like, oh. And so I had a lot of reluctancy on that. But I did that for years. And then God took me to the next level. It was like, I want you to take it further. And I was like, oh no. And so then this is when I was introduced to this world called business. And in it, I was like, I don't know how to really move in here, because this is my pleasure. It's not my business. It's pleasure for me. And so I thank you for showing me that love is how you do that. Put love first, and then you can incorporate it.
And you know, it's what you love, you know what I'm saying? All of you love doing it. You love doing business, and you love getting the pleasure out of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I say, it conquers all.
Yeah.
When you put love in it, man,
it's over everything.
Yeah, man, I don't want to have to hate that I got to do this. I don't want to have to hate nobody for doing. I want to love the simple fact that what God put in front of me, that I got to conquer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you think your music will? What do you think your music will do for the youth? What do you think? What mark are you leaving through your music, through your sound? What mark are you leaving?
And it's so far-fetched, but
I like fetch and fall.
It's so far-fetched, but I'm hoping that my music will wake so many up to where they ain't lazy, they ain't content with settling for less when you can be great, not settling just to be good, but be great. And just keeping them out of prison, and my thing is getting them to understand that we from the streets, but we ain't gotta be in these streets like this, yo. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna forever be a street dude, or a street cat. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, man, go work, cause even if you don't, and you have to take that ride to the penitentiary or prison or anything like that, or feds or whatever, you're gonna work for free. So you gotta kick the laziness out the way and take care of your business. That's what I want my music to do, and inspire. Like, man, you know what? If I get my music just tell somebody, say, man, Trump, I listen to you, man, get what, man? I went and got me a job, man. That's gonna make me proud. You know what I'm saying? If I can get 1 or 2 people to do that, that's what I want my music to do. And I don't care. I want you to still represent where you from. You be street nigga, but I want you to be able to say, you know what, man, I got out the streets, I got out the way, baby. I went and got me a job, man. I went on to college, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and I give them the credit for it, but I be proud. You know what I'm saying? That I was able to inspire.
Right on, Brother Bags. Right on.
That's all.
If you had one last thing that you could say on the subject of self-awareness and what our people and other people need, what would you say?
Self-awareness?
Self-awareness.
Man, just know yourself, man, and be yourself, and understand yourself, man, because it takes so much stress off a person. When you know who you are, and you really believe that that's you, and you know that for sure, without a doubt in your mind, you know what I'm saying, you can move forward and be happy, because this is who I am, and no matter who don't like it. And then you can start Xing out the people that really don't like you, instead of this other person that you portraying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about being self-aware. Like I say, man, I learned myself, and I realized who didn't like me, and some of them I love from afar. I still love them from afar, but I can't. I understand that I got to be over here, they got to be over there, because they might not like me. They might not like the whole me, but I ain't gonna stop being me.
You say the whole you?
The whole me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They might just like a little bit about me, and but they don't like me being me.
That was powerful. That was powerful.
And I'm self-aware about that, so.
Right on.
Yeah, it just helps you out, man.
Right on, right on. Look right in that camera. Tell us where we can find you. This has been a conversation amongst intellectuals, presented by Active. We were King Bags. King Bags. Look in this camera, that camera. Tell them where we can find you. Y'all be looking out.
Y'all look for me, man. Okay, man. Y'all look for me on Bigger Bag Tim on Facebook. Y'all can find me on Instagram, Bigger Bag Tim. And hey, that's all the sites we got right now for so far, man. But there will be some more sites if they come over some more. But right now, Instagram and Facebook, Bigger Bag Tim.
Bigger Bag Tim. Y'all make sure you check it out. And follow me, the storyteller. Follow Active. Follow David Rojas. Follow God's movement, because God is on the move. If you're not self-aware, then you're unaware. So please be self-aware. Thank you, King. It was my privilege and my honor.
Thank you,
and my honor.
Thank you, King.
Amen. Until next time, we'll see y'all. And remember, somebody loves you, baby, and you know that it's me. Hoorah. Already, King.
Fake ass nigga, my phone, the one they couldn't forget about. I can't help it. I'm just a street nigga for life, it ain't no edge. go and get it. Ain't no regrets. You ain't gotta like me, but you bitches gon' respect it. Because it's epic. My grind relentless. I put it down, that's why I shine on you bitches. These streets I rap it. I'ma die a legend. Look how I'm stepping, I put the G in these Giuseppe. The flow take them to a place they probably never been. Surrounded by bullshit, it was just so easy to end up stepping in. So hard to get out, I so hard to get out. Having to start all over, catching these charges and getting out. Nigga a target when he high. You got the knocks in the cop.